Hi, I'm Jen. Thanks for being here. Welcome to Lady Tarot 911. I think this has a lot to do with the divine masculine energy, either within you or within the collective. Could very well be societal, but I am trying to focus. I'm not going to do readings about outside of the collective. I'm not that trained, I guess. I'm not that knowledgeable about societal stuff enough to sit here and act like I am or to try and teach. I'm just going based off the things that I've learned over the last, gosh, what, just 6 years of being involved with tarot and everything that I've learned about being connected together. In fact, to give you a quick side note, it's kind of interesting, but to show you again how things are connected, I was reading, the story popped up on my YouTube about, and I don't follow them by any means, but Kourtney Kardashian and how they unfortunately had a very sad, tragic event where they lost their baby and her name was going to be Tulip. And that name Tulip just kind of stuck with me today. And I take Nala out and we happened to run by some tulips. And I'm like, okay, that's twice. And then I get back in and I'm watching somebody else's read, Destiny's read on Happy Cancer Tarot. And she pulls out a tea leaf card. And first one is Tulip. And I'm like, all right, that's three times the charm. So I go and I look it up and it is talking about new beginnings. Tulip means new beginnings and rebirth. That's why it comes up in spring. And what did I tell you? All of my reads are connected. And the last read that I did was about Leo transformation and rebirth. And this last week was about new beginnings, rebirth, new transformation, changing things. Everybody's transforming something. Now, pulling that together with this, it could be that this transformation is either making you paranoid, making these awakenings that happen can very well make people very, very paranoid that they are losing their mind. They're going, they're going crazy. Everybody's looking at them weird. Nobody understands. You can't talk to anybody. Trust me, I've been there, and I actually have a video on it and my experience of what had happened to me. The card that I actually pulled with this paranoia card was crossing it because I was like, what am I supposed to channel about paranoia in the collective? What are they paranoid about? What is the paranoia about? And now you could relate this to obviously society. And I don't talk about politics. I don't talk about anything besides what is being channeled for the collective. But this to me is like divine masculine energy, like king energy. So some type of King of Pentacles, King of Cups, King of Wands, something. Okay, it could be King of Wands energy because of the fire. Somebody is paranoid about being overthrown or taken over, or a group of people, or maybe a job that has a lot of coworkers or peers, or something's been done. It could have to do with technology. It could have to do with work, finances. This king who has been strategic, this could be your person. There's been some strategy and game playing that this king has been doing or involved in that could be past life. It could be some type of, let me back up. So although my Illuminati cards have a lot to do with society, you can take anything. You could look at your dog and you could read a reading off your dog, or art on your wall. You do not have to have tarot cards, oracle cards. You can read. That's what the universe has created. I mean, look at the tulips, right? It wanted me to read the section where it confirmed for me a new beginning and a rebirth. It could be a rebirth of my job, a rebirth of just my mentality, the way I think about things, the way that I read. But I took those signs and synchronicities and I paid attention to them. And so the reason I bring that up is because these cards here, I can use these cards and talk about what is happening potentially within you, within your person, within the collective, some type of technology or information that has been looked into, obviously worked on. It has been very apparent. It's coming to the surface. This king energy that could have been a reversal I'm hearing is maybe this King of Wands energy is fearful that maybe this news, this information, this technology, whatever's been found out, something's been found out. And there is a real paranoid feeling, right, about whatever this is, that something might be overtaken or a group of people, a group of friends might be learning about, or it could be that the corruption that somebody found out about is crumbling. And that is the transformation in the month of August that is really coming about. And it trickles down from society into collective, into soul cycles, into us as individual people. And it can be as simple or as big, both ends of the spectrum, right? It can be something that is minute and something that was corrupt in your own life that you thought was unfair could be changing, could be justice is coming. Maybe there's some type of transformation of that. It does have to do potentially with information, knowledge, maybe even just downloads into yourself, spiritual awakenings, finding out truths, maybe feeling like you've been lied to or by, I don't know, family, or it could be anything outside of your own self, or it could also be within yourself that you've been lying to yourself, and those walls that you have not wanted to see something are crumbling down. I mean, these cards can mean so many things, and it takes on so many layers when you're talking about all the cycles and the layers of what we exist in. We exist in 3D world, we exist in the 5D world, we exist in our subconscious, our conscious, we exist in all sorts of levels of psychological layers. the mind is obviously can get out of control when you don't understand something, especially if it is not 3D, concrete, logical, practical. But that's where the paranoia kicks in, is because if somebody is used to logical, practical narratives, then when those start to shift and there's things that are maybe considered magical or extraterrestrial or abnormal or outrageous, abnormal, right? Those things can trick the mind into pulling back a truth or maybe even a lie and making it a truth to somebody, saying you're crazy, you're not thinking straight, you're just tired. They want the closure and the answer. The human brain, the mind wants an answer to close it up, because it's very, very challenging for humans and the human mind to keep an open door. I mean, the age of Aquarius is all about outside the box, right? But this keeping something from having closure can cause paranoia, and this paranoia can be about either corruption, or paranoid that somebody's going to be found out about, or paranoid about, I mean, there's a lot of things that unsolved mysteries, unsolved cases, corruption, all sorts of things that have happened that we've seen. And the unknown, I guess that would be the big word, is unknown. The unknown becomes something that the human brain can't handle. Now, that was so incredibly deep, and I don't know why I'm supposed to give that message, but we're going to start. Let's pull some tarot on this, pull this back a little bit. Okay, so why did you want me to give this message to the collective at this time? And again, don't get paranoid, don't get freaked out about this. I mean, it's just Jen who's giving you whatever's being channeled through me. Obviously, this is a message that needed to be given. And if it's not a message that's not supposed to be given, or you didn't manifest me here for some reason, you had a question or needed something to be validated or clarified, or I just needed to come in and help calm the situation in your mind for some reason, and it's not me, I should say, universe talking through me, then you'll see this message. If not, universe won't make it known to others. If this message is not supposed to go out, and I just am feeling like this is the message that's supposed to go out, and I'm just following that, this could be a read that you never see, and it's just for me. Who knows, right? When I go to upload, if you see it, it's for you. If you don't see it, it's for me, or it's not supposed to be seen, is the way that I look at reads that are unsuccessful in getting out to the collective. So, cutting the deck. Why are we, if this is for the collective and they can watch and see this message, if this gets uploaded thoroughly and completely, universe, you and I are talking to you directly. Why? Okay, so somebody walked away, or somebody is paranoid of walking away, feeling like there is an old way of thinking, an old culture, an old belief that it'll crumble down, and that could be more devastating, or lead them into, obviously he's going into the dark, right? Lead them into the unknown. And the unknown, again, is the human brain, is something that the human brain cannot handle. The ego can't handle that. It needs closure. It needs a reason. It needs to understand why. It needs to get that closure so that it can make sense of things, because when it is unknown, it's something that we feel out of control. And that is one thing that, when this talks about releasing control, is absolutely just one of the hardest things that some humans can't even do it, could possibly do, is leaving things up to chance, fate, destiny, universe, leaving things to be what they are. Again, my readings are connected. In last reading, I talked about letting go, letting the fall, letting the tower happen. And I have had to do that recently, a few months ago, with monetary purposes, career, job, finances. I've had to do that in relationships. I've had to do that in my successes and my stability. This is talking about somebody who could be closed off to this letting go, because all they've known is control. I'm going to grab that guy and put it right there. All right, so walking away could be causing paranoia, or somebody did walk away. There was paranoia in the past, and they walked away from it. Maybe they found out something, or this could be you. Now, this doesn't have to be technology-wise. Somebody could have found something on a phone or in an email, or could data spreadsheets or something like that. And maybe somebody tried to be a part of something they thought was the right, correct way to go. And they tried to be in that arena, on that platform, or in that mind frame, in that relationship, in that job, but it just got too much for them. And so when they walked away, like, tell me about this walking away, because I have a feeling about this walking away leading to overthrown. Tell me about this. Tell me about walking away for my viewers. This is a very interesting read today. Hopefully it's not too heavy for you guys. Just bear with me, because I'm sure it'll all wrap around and make sense. But yeah, moving forward, look at that. So look at that. I just talked about letting go, control, and there's the word control. So moving forward, and there's ego. Moving forward. So something, wait, now what's on the bottom? I'm feeling like something needs to cross this. Oh yeah, the end of. So the end of moving, okay, yep. Okay, here I go again, splitting my reads. But so somebody needed to walk away because of the fact that continuing on the same path in the same direction, going towards the way they looked, or the way that their ego, it had to serve their ego. They cared more about what their ego Yeah, it'll be interesting. I'm going to cross one here to bridge it to see, but there's a completion of this continuing on this path that they were going down, or continuing on the same path of with this Queen of Wands energy, either with a Queen of Wands energy who was maybe in this energy that created this huge paranoia, or there wasn't success. There was an ending with it. There was, or they didn't see that moving forward in this Queen of Wands energy or with this Queen of Wands that it was going to be successful. Now, bridge for me paranoia and yep, okay, the Wheel of Fortune, and it came out this way. I didn't take it from the bottom, and it turned this way. So there was some change of fortune. Somebody maybe got. I'm getting slow down. I'm getting this saying, go back to this. Somebody had enough of moving forward in this energy and needed to think of more of what they wanted. Now, this could be you. I'm not saying that you were in this egotistical energy, maybe moving forward, walking away from something that you had enough of that you didn't see was going to be in your best interest. Oh, that's exactly what I was thinking too. I was like thinking when I talked about bridging, there's so much going on in my mind right now. I was thinking to myself, so whoever had had enough, they couldn't move forward. They just felt like they were falling deeper and deeper into maybe this paranoia or not being able to trust their own energy or Queen of Wands energy. And this was building karma, but it was karmically needed and necessary for somebody to be able to get on the other side of it and see what's going to happen to what they walked away from. Now, this could be you walking away from your person and maybe bad choices that I should say challenging choices that they made, negative choices they made, the path they weren't supposed to go on. This could be your person who got involved in opportunities that were not the best for them, but this was part of their path because they needed to either wrap up or needed to, you see all these U-turns. It's like trying to find their way. It's like they needed to go this direction, so they knew that wasn't the direction that they were supposed to stay on. The success was walking away from it, seeing that the ego was driving, or that somebody was being too much in their ego, caring too much about what people think, what it looks like. This could have a million meanings, actually. I had to kind of sit back for a minute. Somebody knew, and the reason I know that this is karma is because we've got the World and the Wheel of Fortune here. Somebody knew that this was not the direction. This could have been Source, who divine, pulling you away, having you walk away from this situation because, oh, okay, hold on, back up. There was going to be, on this destined path, there was supposed to be you walking away or somebody walking away, and the success came from being able to not move forward in that egoic energy. Ego makes us hold on, right? It makes us not let go. It makes us want to continue to keep control of our situation. However, that achievement for you was in walking away, and that was on the destined path. There was time for change, and the universe set it up that the fateful opportunity, the opportunity was, were you going to stay or were you going to walk away? Now, this could have been for you in the past. This could be happening for your person now, where if they listen to their intuition, right, and they take this opportunity to walk away from whatever this situation is, whether it's getting in too deep, finding something out, knowing something that maybe they shouldn't know, getting caught up in their finances, getting caught up in some type of business deals or partnerships or bad money, anything like that, they're being given a chance to turn the wheel. And through this will help close up karmic cycles. We're looking at the Wheel of Fortune cycles, the world cycles around, right? Cycles. And even if leaving with just the cane, the cane that they have, this just themselves leaving this and achieving the same achievement that you did by walking away from potentially a toxic relationship. This could be you had to have walked away from a toxic relationship. The divine masculine energy has to take action. They're being given an opportunity and a choice to walk away. This could be for more business reasons, more financial, more security, more investment, technology type of choices. When for the divine feminine, I believe it was very relationship, love, self-worth based. But for divine masculine, gosh, it took us a while to get here, right? Through all these cards. Reads are hard. You guys have never done a read for yourself. You guys should get yourself some cards and try and do a read. And you really do have to sit there with your intuition and really hash it out. But they can be really challenging when you're trying to give a read for many people. But I think the gist of it is with this divine masculine, divine feminine energy, they are going through, because this is when I separate my reads, this is more past, present, and then future. They are going potentially through the same thing of having to walk away from money, investments. They could have invested in certain jobs and make good money at jobs, or even like big investments like homes or cars or business partnerships, things that are huge investments that they might have to make a U-turn, and to be able to turn that karmic wheel, close up that karmic cycle, it's going to take them to walk. The choice is going to be there for them to take that opportunity to walk away, just like you did. And there's great success that comes from that, not moving forward in that with ego, but by letting go and trusting the universe. Now, moving forward to the overthrown, there's going to be a moment in time. Now, this could be, who knows, end of August. This could be into the fall, whatever timeline you're on. And as the transits happen with planetary alignments, this flipped over. Oh, look at that. King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck. This represents masculine energy. So this is about the practical. He is slow moving, methodical, and unwavering. We were talking about strategy, right? Loves luxury. So this is money. We're talking about money. So we're going to take these, and I'm going to put this card here. And then that card, wait, coherence. When I see a card, I have to pull it because there's a reason I saw it. But where was that? Oh, maybe it was on this side. Nope. Consummation. Okay. It must be at the bottom of, no, it's at the top of this deck, right? Yeah, commitment. So, all right. So those must have been the cards we needed. Oh yeah, isn't this interesting? As I'm talking about that, I don't even remember what I was talking about, but as I was shuffling those cards, dang it, I wish I could remember what I was talking about. Oh yeah, seeing it from this side now, it's going to take you out of the game, right? But making the choice, moving forward, you did, right? And choosing yourself, that's what these are talking about. Choosing yourself and, I guess, ascending. And this is talking about consummation. This is like formalizing a unit, but this could have been within yourself. What happens is this coherence of doing increases your vibration. We talked about that as you ascend, and you get even more blessings. You get more people attracted to you. The light is brighter, which means that you can understand more and you become less paranoid, like we're talking about here. Now, this could be about, we were talking about this choice that does the divine masculine, and this talks about commitment. Does this commitment that this divine masculine this has made, this bridge of opportunity that they have to walk away from something that might be causing some paranoid thinking, or they're just allowing themselves to, they could be staying stuck because they're worried about leaving, about them losing out, loss, right? They committed to something either within themselves or the culture or the way that their family used to do things, or this is what I should do. And they're stuck in that without thinking about, well, okay, do times change? Are people different? Is technology different? Are ways of doing things different these days, where we can't say that we still do it the way that our grandparents did it long ago? But the commitment that they made, it could be a commitment in a relationship or in a job, or they could be in this egoic energy, this Queen of Wands energy. They made a decision and they don't want to look bad, or they don't want it to look like it was the wrong decision, so they stay committed to it. But this bridge of opportunity is coming for them to walk away. Now for you, you did do this in relationships. Again, I go back to, I'm feeling like it's very much, it's relationship, love, self-worth, vibrationally, morals, that type of, more of that 5D energy versus the 3D energy of the divine masculine. And you made this choice and it was a great success for you. Then moving over here with this king, it says the grip of the old regime is slipping and the walls of corruption are crumbling. What was built on lies cannot stand forever. I talked about, have we been lied to? Change is inevitable when the people unite to take back their power. So this very well could be in regards to money, stability. However, moving out of it, that's what divine wanted, was to move you out of it, also to move your person out of it if they choose so, but they have to close that karmic cycle themselves. That has to be a choice to let go of what they committed to and take this option into the unknown, which is the hardest. Trusting the universe, the world, right? Trusting the universe that they're going to be able to watch this situation, watch a fire go down, or watch the situation explode, and those involved, it's like a separation. Those involved are going to have to pay their consequences, their karmic debt, but something that making the choice to step away from commitments when it's so ingrained is going to assist in shutting down that karmic cycle and closing up that karmic debt, allowing there to be a perception of maybe what they were involved in, get far enough away from it to where they can see that it was a game, or that there was strategy that they got played. And so at this point, you can see he's kind of leaning away from it. He's starting to take action to lean away from it, because finally being far enough away. I mean, these two are the farthest cards away from each other. Those cards there, being away from it, even though he takes a little bit with him, like this blue color, right? He's able to take action and starts to see things for what they are. He's really looking at maybe the truths about this maybe situation back here. And very well, King of Earth is about Pentacles. And let's see. Let me use these cards. What lies beneath? looks like the same color. So we'll use it. Actually, I've already pre-shuffled, so I'm just going to overhand shuffle, make this go faster. Interesting read. I don't know what the point really is of this. Maybe just to explain why things are happening the way that they're happening. I mean, what do you want the viewers to know about this? Why is it important? Outdated, expired, disused, old news, discarded. That's exactly what we were talking about. Old commitments. Well, what about outdated? Red lipstick stains. Maybe evidence. Expired. Why do you want this? So this could be about some type of deception, cheating, setting the record straight about something. Now this is red. Now look at that. That's like target practicing. Oh, now what I'm getting from this is somebody, give me a couple more on this outdated. Somebody maybe from the past was trying to maybe manipulate or seduce. Fake apology. I don't want to hear it. Hold on. What are we talking about? Just give me one more from the bottom. What is all this saying? What are you wanting me to tell them? There's somebody who is involved, in the middle of the situation, or is in the middle of the situation, some type of trying to copy somebody else, targeting somebody with seduction. Let's see, let's go to this one right here. So what is this fake apology? Trying to pin maybe something on somebody. So Bonnie and Clyde, so could have been a couple who was involved together. Look, and it's money. I'm getting, first word I got was money laundering, right? Doing something criminal. Skirt, quick getaway, the runner escaping. Okay, what about it? What about this? Tie this together. What is this saying? The paranoia and the blues, scared, heavy emotions, mental stress. Somebody, yeah, there was corruption. God, what kind of read is this? Bonnie and Clyde, a couple, or there is a couple in the middle right now involved in trying to create some type of illusion, potentially, to cause somebody's downfall. Somebody pretending maybe that they were sorry about something, or sorry in the past, but they were still wearing a mask. And somebody is now emotionally like distraught over maybe this couple or this feminine masculine energy who potentially was pretending to be, I'm getting something that they weren't, or offering an offer of something that, and maybe you can't see that. I'm going to move these over here. Something was being offered to your person, or this could be you, that was targeting them, but setting the record straight as I move these over here is underneath overthrown. So this could be a group of people or a couple who have maybe, could be targeting your person and making them paranoid that if they try and get away, this is what is, they coax them with some type of fake apology, pretending to be something that they weren't, or an offering that was made by this couple is causing a lot of paranoia potentially in your person. But they do have a higher opportunity to walk away. However, this couple or this contract or something that they've gotten involved in, that is some type of situation or outside party, has convinced them, targeting them, and making a situation maybe look better than it was when these were down here, right? But this copycat maybe pretending to offer this whatever it was to your person, and that's what got them hooked. But then as they try and get away, if they are getting paranoid, or they know something that they don't want to be involved in something any longer, but they are paranoid about trying to leave because it's going to affect their money, and everything is just kind of slipping. It's kind of creating this almost pre-tower energy with your person. Now, so what's the point? Like, give me some more tarot on this. What's the point of this? I guess I'm going back to tarot. Okay, what is the point then of this? Oh, for them to get the strength. Now, green is heart chakra. For them to be able to recharge in this current energy, and look at that, and get the strength to collaborate. Get the strength to see the truth, that the sun come out. Now, these are dark glasses, right? The sun is about enlightenment about collaborating with these people and having enough strength to do what? What's crossing? To make a choice for themselves. And is this something that they want to be doing? Is this where they want to be? It looks like there is coercion and manipulation. It could be targeting your person and pretending. This could be somebody that they're with that pretended to be something that they weren't, have a lot of money, but they really didn't have a lot of money, but set their sights on your person put on a mask, right? Felt like they could be this power couple, right? But doing it in a toxic way, causing like doing it illegally, I'm hearing, and it could be illegally with money. And your person is having a hard time because they are maybe paranoid about what'll happen if they try and leave, even though they know that collaborating is not making them happy. It's not, the situation has not been making them happy, but they do very much believe that their finances will be affected if they do leave. Let's see. Let me go to. So, why am I giving this message to, like, why do my viewers need to know this? If this is your person, right? Where is your person at with this U-turn, with this like choosing to walk away? So carbon sheet, that's interesting because this said copycat, right? A second impression echoes what happened before clearly. So they are taking a look at, again, what they got themselves into. And they are making sure that they don't want to do this again. And I think that's what Spirit is trying to do, is pull them away from the situation far enough where they can see that they don't want to be involved with whatever this is, or you don't want to be involved with whatever this is. If this is a toxic relationship or just toxic business dealings, toxic with money, whatever it is, universe is wanting to remind or share with you that your person is actually now thinking about making this cross over the bridge to being able to, and for both of you, since you made this decision as well, be able to pull back and see things for truly what they are. And maybe this side I'm hearing is going to implode. There's not going to be a lot of success with those people on that side. But yeah, the copycat and carbon sheet, very interesting. Okay, so I was shuffling and I asked, so they're taking a second look at this. What do you want my viewer to know moving forward? Full of highs and lows, off and on again, hot and cold. That describes probably your person, because there's so much going on in their brain, right? There's that like bridge, the roller coaster, the bridge over. What about roller coaster? What do you want them to know about that? Somebody is looking to explore. Oh, no, this is actually, and then what's crossing? Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. Remember when I was talking about the sun, the enlightenment, right? Somebody, your person right now, if you were questioning, is doing this push-pull off and on, in and out, up and down. They're in that type of energy because they're being given this opportunity to, by divine, with karma here, to make things right, to go in the right direction. And in doing so, they're having this roller coaster of maybe emotions, maybe whether to say certain things, and they're being tempted this way into exploring maybe temptation, seduction, indulgences. And then this way is where they end up getting deeper. They have long discussions and heart-to-heart conversations. However, that doesn't seem to be something that they wanted in the past. But then I pulled this crossing moment, or this crossing card, and the moment, this light bulb moment, they are having a sudden realization, feeling inspired, insightful awareness. This is going to be this moment where potentially they wake up and they notice what has been pulling them back, versus you being this in the right direction, lighthearted, maybe conversation or lighthearted discussion. They see you as being deep and emotional, and this is something that's really going to kick off to them, is to actually see the seduction over here. And it's like night and day. It's like devil and angel type of energy. And as we move forward in this energy, these light bulb moments are going to be happening for a lot of people. Okay, so universe just wanted you to know, like, what is keeping you or your person from really crossing that bridge and really getting to that other side, what the delay is, what the holdback is. Now, help me out with a message for my viewer on just kind of what you should be doing at this time. This is the foretell deck. And then what they're facing, but fruits of labor. So what is this? Like the sun, ripening the crops, your efforts have matured into tangible success. It is finally time to reap the rewards of all you've so patiently and purposely cultivated. So I think answers are going to come, a pathway forward. What are these? Are these oranges? What are these? Yeah, or no, they look like lemons. The lemon tree. So what is their advice? Then I'm going to pick from the bottom of the deck. Community. Not everyone will understand your calling, but your people will. Seek those who speak your soul's language and create a circle where you are valued and supported. So this is saying that your work is not in vain. Your calling, what you've been creatively And look at this, 30 and 3. What you've been creatively collaborating and working on, whether that just be you, divine, and your creative projects, it's not in vain. And to keep moving forward doing that. I'm going to leave it here, you guys. And I will see you on the next read. Have a good day. Bye.